Hello, this is Stuart from Music Ally. I am here with the BBC Music app, which came out last week. I'm going to take a walk through the BBC's latest effort to kind of get its music audience accessing it on the mobile. So this app is a free download in the UK only, came out for iOS and Android, tablets as well as smartphones. And it's available now. So I'm going to walk through right from the beginning, including the sign-in process. You can see how the BBC is getting a bit of information about the people who listen to music on it, so it can recommend them clips from its archives and also from the playlist that its DJs are creating. So I have already signed in with my BBC ID, which is a new across the broadcaster ID noting, but it wants to know a bit more about me now. So I'm going to tab it to personal. It starts by asking what kind of genres you'd like to hear about. So I'm going to say classic pop and rock, dance electronica, folk, hip hop, rock and indie. So it knows a bit about me in terms of genres. And now it's going to ask me what stations I'd like from the BBC's radio output. So I'm going to say 1Xtra and 6Music. And then it's going to suggest a few playlists created by the BBC's DJs and editorial people. So there's Britpop at the BBC. So I've added that to my playlists. Reginald D. Hunter's Songs of the South. So these are a mixture of playlists based on people, based on programmes that have been on BBC, based on particular themes. And when I follow these playlists, I'll then get updates when there's something new to hear about. So there's a few. And I'll finish. So this is a portal basically towards BBC Music. It's become the unified identity to everything across the Beeb, from TV to radio, from live sessions to DJ's playlists. Everything musical on the Beeb is kind of coming together here. But the idea behind this app is that it's going to be something where it's personalised to you. So it's going to try and pick out the things that you might like from the last kind of week of content. So this is your homepage, and it's basically the latest stuff. It's very much focused on what's happened in the last kind of week. So here we've got a mixture of hour-long radio shows, guest mixes, a little mini mix of 6 minutes, individual performances like Halsey in the Live Lounge. So it's a mixture of long shows and short clips. And the idea is it's a theme. It's a feed. You can also, if you listen to the radio, you can see this recently played on air at the bottom, which is basically a list of everything that's been played on the stations you've selected recently. So if I've been listening to 6Music and wonder what a song was, I can look back to 23 minutes ago and see it was Blossoms at Most a Kiss. There's some main sections of this app. That's the home screen, which is the latest stuff. Audio and video is kind of digging back a bit longer. It's recommendations of clips from TV shows and radio. Again, based on what I told it when I logged in, and also now as the more I use it, it will learn from what I'm doing. So it's a mixture basically of 6Music, 1Xtra, the Op Radio 1 thing. Stuff I haven't heard. Now what you can do is with each piece of these, you can share it, just like tell people about it, or you can add it to your list of audio. So I'm going to add a few things. And it's a mixture from everything. So you can sort of see here, there's a video from the 6Music Festival. There's individual performances, there's interviews as well. So it's not just music, it's things about music that have been on the Beeb. So I'm adding all these. And here is your list of things you've added. And play it. Does it play? It looks a lot like the iPlayer radio app. I'm going to be very careful not to play the actual music so we don't get a YouTube takedown.
T-shirt day.
Obviously.
Well, there's been a lot of Public Enemy T-shirts sold.
So that's my feed. You can filter it by audio and video as well if you want. So that's the audio video. BBC Playlist. Now this is the heart of the app. The BBC, just like Apple, just like Spotify, just like everyone else, is getting people to create playlists as its curation. Playlists are obviously quite common to radio. This is a very familiar format, but the BBC is getting DJs to create their own theme playlists. It's creating playlists for shows. So, for example, Peter Kay's Car Share, which was on the BBC recently, the TV, the music was very key to it. They were driving around the car and the song, sing along to songs. So they've made a playlist of the songs from that. This guy from Elbow saying his favourite songs recommended to him on his show. So it's a mixture. And again, you can share and you can add the playlist to your list of playlists, which is up here, my playlists. And these are the things I am following. So you can each place you can see what's on there. And you can play clips. Now in the app, you can play 30-second clips, but you can listen in full if you sign into your streaming services. So, listen in full on Spotify, and up the playlist comes in Spotify. So it's very integrated. At the moment it's Spotify and Deezer. YouTube is coming soon, and the BBC are trying to talk to people like Google and Apple to add them into it. It wants to be neutral and sitting in between all these services. That's playlists. The next section is tracks. Now this is individual tracks. Again, it's recommending you stuff that's been played on the radio, the things you like. And again, you can add tracks to your My Tracks and create your. So you can create your own playlist. And this is actually the app version of Playlister, which is BBC's original digital music service it launched a couple of years ago. So you're creating your own playlist of stuff you've found elsewhere in the app. Some of these are my playlists from before on Playlister, so it's imported all that from my ID. And you can also find a track, which is a very neat feature for radio listeners. So I heard a track today on Six Music in the last hour, and it will tell you what they've been playing. And when you find something you've heard that is good, you add it, and it's on your list of tracks. So those are the 4 sections. And basically the idea is that the app gets more clever over time. It learns your preferences, learns what you like. It serves you up stuff, and the idea is you log in every day and you say, okay, here's all the latest stuff. I'll add that to my list and listen to it. And you can go digging and look for stuff. At the moment, it's streaming only. It doesn't cache stuff offline. So if it's on your smartphone, you have to have an internet connection and using your data rates if you're not on Wi-Fi. They're hoping to bring that too. And it's free. And at the moment, it's UK only. But the BBC has taken some of its services globally, so it's possible we'll see this in the rest of the world in some shape or form, given that the curation itself is the BBC's own IP, so there's no issues there, and the partnerships with streaming services should help it bring the music in without needing a licensing deal. So this is the first iteration of the app. There'll be more stuff coming to it, more features, more content, more partnerships, and we shall keep you posted from Music Alley.